Nobody knows you just became a millionaire. Not your neighbors, not your family, not the cashier who sees you every Thursday. Not even the man who lives across the street and has waved at you for the last 11 years. To them, you're just another retired old man. A quiet life, a small house, a used sedan parked in the driveway. Nothing special. But 3 days ago, your phone rang at 9:17 a.m. and everything changed. The woman on the other end of the line spoke carefully, almost nervously. "Sir, we have verified the ticket." You looked out the kitchen window while she talked. The same bird feeder, the same mailbox, the same street. And suddenly, you were worth $27 million. Tax paid, money available, ready immediately. You thanked her, hung up, finished your coffee, and told absolutely nobody. Because after 72 years of life and an IQ that had always made you see things differently, you already knew something most people never learn. Winning money is easy. Keeping your life is the hard part. You drive to the grocery store the next morning. Same store, same parking space, same shopping cart with the slightly crooked wheel. Inside your account sits $27 million. Yet you're comparing two brands of tomato soup because one costs 90 cents less. An employee stocking shelves asks if you need help. You smile. "No, thank you." He walks away. He has no idea he's talking to one of the wealthiest people in the county. And that's exactly how you want it. Because intelligence teaches a strange lesson. The less people know, the easier life becomes. Most people imagine they would immediately tell everyone. Friends, children, neighbors, social media. But your mind works differently. You've spent a lifetime studying people, patterns, behavior, human nature. And you know what happens when money enters a room. Everything changes. The conversations change. The expectations change. The smiles change. Some become jealous. Some become desperate. Some suddenly remember they always liked you. Money doesn't reveal character. It amplifies it. So you remain silent, not because you're hiding, because you're protecting something far more valuable than wealth. Peace. For 30 years, you worked at the public library, a job nobody thought was impressive. You spent your days organizing books, helping students, answering questions. Most people assumed you were ordinary. They never understood what was happening behind your eyes. While others watched television, you studied economics, psychology, history, mathematics, business for decades. Not for money, for curiosity. Your IQ never made you feel superior. It simply made it impossible to stop learning. Now, those decades of observation become useful, because while others see $27 million as freedom to spend, you see it as a responsibility to manage. The first purchase surprises everyone, because it costs almost nothing. A notebook. $7. Black cover, 100 pages. You sit at your kitchen table, open it, and write a single sentence. Do nothing for 90 days. That's it. No sports cars, no luxury watches, no mansions. Just patience. You understand something lottery winners rarely understand. Excitement is expensive. Time is profitable. The strange thing about having money nobody knows about is that you begin seeing people differently. The mechanic who talks about retirement, the cashier worried about bills, the young couple trying to buy their first home. The world becomes a giant classroom again. You notice how many problems are caused by impatience, by debt, by appearances. People spend money trying to look rich while secretly becoming poorer every year. And now you possess enough money to never worry again. Yet your life barely changes.
Because intelligence values freedom more than attention.
1 year later, your accountant sends a report. Your original winnings remain largely intact. Your investments are producing income. Your assets are growing. The future is secure. You are sitting on a park bench when you read the report. Children are playing nearby. Birds are moving through the trees. Nobody notices you. Nobody applauds. Nobody knows. And suddenly you realize something. Winning the lottery was not the greatest gift. The greatest gift was never needing to prove anything ever again.
Tomorrow morning, you'll wake up at 6:14 a.m. You'll make coffee, read a book, walk the same streets, smile at the same neighbors, and nobody will know. Nobody will know you won $27 million. Nobody will know your investments are quietly working while you sleep. Nobody will know you could buy almost anything you want. And honestly, that's become your favorite part. Because after a lifetime of studying intelligence, you discovered one final truth. The smartest people are not obsessed with becoming rich. They're obsessed with becoming free. If you enjoy stories about intelligence, wealth, psychology, financial freedom, hidden success, and the habits that quietly separate extraordinary people from everyone else, subscribe to the channel. Because the most powerful advantages in life are rarely loud. They're usually invisible. And the people who understand them often look completely ordinary from the outside.